What's going on, guys? Griever here with your latest of Let's Play Yu-Gi-Oh! Falsebound Kingdom. This time it is the mission Break Free, so without further ado, let's just get right underway with it. Barely escaping their pursuers, Yugi and friends decide to try and take the lightly defended Fort Chalum. Surrounded by steep mountains, the small fort Chalum doesn't hold much strategic importance, but taking the fort is the only chance they have to break free of the Imperial forces surrounding them. I get it, the mission is called Break Free, they put Break Free in there. I got where they were going with that. But there isn't much time. As soon as Yugi's forces approach, the fort will send for reinforcements. Yugi needs to take the fort before reinforcements arrive. We'll do just that. So in this mission we have 4 to 5 marshals allowed, but we'll just take the 4. Mai's not very useful. Taya's not very useful. She's got healing, which is kind of a useful ability, but I guess we'll switch out. We can switch out Harpy's pet dragon here. Let's go remove and remove for our little buddy baby dragon. Because why not? We love our little baby dragon. Baby dragon's nice. Let's just load him up here with some stuff just to make Joey a little viable there. And Joey really needs the levels. I should really send Joey to do most of the work here because Shimon's looking okay. Weaker monsters, one strong monster. Tristan is looking like a tank with mediocre monsters. Joey has some mediocre monsters as well. Some decent level actually. Flame Swordsman and Curse of Dragon. Baby Dragon kind of brings down the team overall. But Joey's only level 12, Tristan 18, Yugi 20, and Yugi's team is fine. We got a Dark Magician with 3 Book of Secret Arts. We are not worried in the least. So anyways, there's not really much more to say about this team. We're not really going to change anything other than the Baby Dragon set up on Joey's team. So let's get underway here, guys.
What? Are you telling me the resistance is headed this way? Quickly, tell Master Scott to send us reinforcements immediately. Yes, sir. The commander at Fort Chalum is Atensa, a former mage of the Imperial Order. Atensa is a marshal, but a very weak one. He is ill-suited to command the defenses at the fort. We should be able to take the fort quite easily. However, we have received word that a messenger was sent from the fort, most likely to request reinforcements. If the reinforcements get here, we have little hope of winning. We must take the fort as quickly as possible.
So, alright guys, so Yugi's force is free, Chalumi, and Yugi's team is obviously wiped out, and falls to the enemy, which is my main fort. So, alright, let's start this off by sending, let's send Shimon to attack the main fort there. Let's send Joey down to there, and let's send Yugi to follow up. That's the best way I can think of this strategy. I don't really have much of a strategy here, guys. Basically, how it's going to work is that I'm going to go get Sangha Thunder, hopefully with Joey there. But I'm not going to go after the Harpy Lady. That's not because I don't like the Harpy Lady. I love the Harpy Ladies. It's just, and yes, make sexual jokes now about me liking the Harpy Ladies. It's just that I don't necessarily need them. They are a powerhouse, but they're kind of OP. They're way too OP in this game, and that just don't want to do it. So Blackland is the one with the medicine, so let's just start attacking other monsters. Once again, I'm sending Shimon basically out here to die. Only because I know that eventually Shimon's gonna kick the bucket when he's faced with this many marshals, because basically there's a straight line of about 4 to 5 marshals heading straight from my main base. I used Yugi as backup because if I got in a bad situation with Yugi's team, I am gonna die, and that's no good to me, so. So we're just gonna basically weaken this team all around. Hopefully we take out Blackland once Blackland Fire Dragon has used up his move. That'd be pretty nice. We're gonna use a wait there just for that very sake, because then Yugi's team can just come in and finish him off. And in the meantime, Shimon's team will get experience. I'm not against Shimon getting experience by any means here, guys. It's just that a Giga Saint Fire, I love that move. It's just that Shimon is, he's expendable. He can lose. It's okay. So I'm sending him as a forerunner to attack not just this marshal. I don't expect him to lose right here. I expect him to win, a few of these battles. And clearly he's not going to do that. I really want to take out Blackland Fire Dragon. I really do, because it would make Yugi's team so much easier for the next battle. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Critical. That's what I'm talking about. So Shredder on Horn Imp. We definitely have to heal up Horn Imp at this point, which kind of sucks, but no big deal. As I said, I'm not banking on Shimon losing. I kind of sent him out there with the intention of the fact that if he dies, it's no big deal. It's just a run of the mill. Who cares? And there's another Giga Saint Fire. You know what? I should have kept Harpy's Pet Dragon on Joey's team, because Harpy's Pet Dragon is fucking awesome. Harpy's Pet Dragon is awesome. Just awesome. Love Harpy's Pet Dragon, actually. There's another Giga Saint Fire. See, I could be using that if I was using Joey properly, which I'm not. And a hit from the Hornet. And we got a little bit of experience there. Horn Imp gained a level, but nothing very substantial there. Then we're against the second soldier in this martial lineup. It's got a Dragon Piper and Aqua Matador, I believe it is. Aqua Matador. And Tao the Chanter, who has 2 Book of Secret Arts. They all have 2 Book of Secret Arts, so their attack is going to be crazy. Let's just take them right the fuck out. If we can take out Tao the Chanter, that would be a huge advantage. There we go, a critical. That's what I'm looking for, because these guys' attack is going to be actually quite significant. Probably gonna do about 300. Not really. Awkward Pressure, but 2 attacks in a row on this. Alright. See, now that was kind of stupid of them. They attacked 2 different monsters, but whatever. Let's go after Dragon Piper here. With Gilfer Flame, the Beast of Gilfer. And a fireball from the Winged Dragon Guardian of the Fortress. And then we are going to take another Aqua Pressure, but honestly, I thought these guys would be much more of a threat with their with 2 Book of Secret Arts at their disposal per monster, but clearly not. Especially if I keep getting criticals like that, it's not really going to matter now, is it? There we go, another Gilfer Flame. significant damage, not a crazy amount. Red medicine on the Horn Imp, which will really come in handy because, as I said, I might have sent this team out to the slaughter, but as I said, I didn't intend for them necessarily to completely die. It's just that I intended for Yugi's team to kind of clean up afterwards. But I guess Shimon I underestimated because all these criticals are insane. We didn't even need all our action points, and we wiped out a whole team. And all that's going to do is give Beast of Gilfer a couple of levels, and everyone else by the looks of it. Now we're up against Garuzi. Garuzi's the Samurai and Axe Raider. Okay. So first things first, let's use red medicine on ourselves. Winged Dragon Guardian of the Fortress #1. And that'll be 2 out of 3 red medicines we've used, but not a huge deal. Actually, we should check the status on theirs. Red medicine, legendary sword, silver bow and arrow. So Axe and Raider will never miss. Garuzi's attack is quite high, and but the swordsman from a foreign land has shit all, honestly. We might even get lucky if we get one attack from Beast of Gilfer after that. And never mind, it doesn't even matter. That's how weak Swordsman from a Foreign Land is that he couldn't survive one critical hit, and he was the healer. So we're pretty much golden here now. We're gonna take out Garuzi's for sure, and we might even take out Axe Raider because we're not even worried about healing. Fireball from Winged Dragon will do about probably 200. We take a crushing axe to the face, that kind of hurts. Guard on Garuzi, so we'll just attack Axe Raider until the guard wears off. We'll use Gilfer Flame on Axe Raider. Always wanted an Axe Raider card, always. Because I don't play with Synchro or XYZ, whatever monsters or any of that shit. I play the original, basically, Duelist Kingdom, Battle City type of... The original Yu-Gi-Oh! When you bought the Kaiba and Yugi starter decks, or even the Joey Pegasus starter decks. I play those rules, so there is no Synchro monsters, there is no Fusion D monsters, or whatever the hell they're called. I don't play like that, so, you know, my decks are filled with cards that I just enjoy, cards that I like. I'm okay at the game, I'm not great at the game, I know how the game's played, and if I lose, it's just because the other person is better than me. You know, I'm definitely not one of the best duelists, but I do enjoy playing the game, but I enjoy playing it post the GX era. Alright, so we're against another soldier. Jesus. You know, Shimon is eventually going to run out of steam here. Or maybe not. Who knows? There's a crushing axe from Garuzi's to the face. If we attack Swordsman from a Foreign Land with Winged Dragon and we get one move with Horn Imp, I think we got it. Can he do 386? I don't know. No he can't. But Gilfer of Flame. Gilfer Flame, not Gilfer of Flame. Beast of Gilfer, Gilfer of Flame. That's the attack. So it took 3 action points this time to take him out, but now we're not worried about a healer anymore. We're just gonna go after Garuzi's again. We're gonna red medicine Beast of Gilfer there. And we're also going to red medicine Horn Imp. Now we've run out of our red medicines on Winged Dragon, though he still has blue medicines available. And we've used one from Beast of Gilfer. So this was not necessarily easy. I guess I should try to explain here, guys, because I'm making it look very easy with my setup, which has always been heal, 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 heal. You know, send a monster, send a marshal across the board and just let them heal up, you know, and not necessarily win every battle, not wipe every team. That's been kind of my play style. But, you know, you can easily lose these battles and you can get in serious trouble very quickly. This is just my style of play after years of playing this game. I've played this game probably, this will be my 5th or 6th run through the whole game alone. Not just one campaign, but I've played the Yugi campaign probably half a dozen or more times. I've played the Kaiba campaign the same amount. You know, it's just one of those, right? So let's see what we got here on the opposing team. We have a blue medicine Blackland Fire Dragon. So we're just gonna go all out against the Blackland Fire Dragon just like last time, because why not? Let's take out the healer. Screw the healer. If you take out the healer, you've totally gone against the team. That's why usually, with the exception of the Horn Imp on this team has healers. We have blue medicine and red medicine on both. Winged Dragon Guardian of the Fortress #1 and Beast of Gilfer. So, you know, it's the same sense. I mean, it's kind of a Final Fantasy tactic, but it's actually not really a Final Fantasy tactic, because in Final Fantasy you have your set healers almost. Pokemon. Characters that are good necessarily at healing or even have access to healing spells. In this game, all the monsters have the potential of healing. So, I mean, some make better than others, potentially. But at the end of the day, it's just one of those things where you kind of have to go, okay, I have 3 monsters. Maybe I should stick a Monster Reborn on this one, but a couple of blue and red medicines on the others. It's like, what are you really taking up? Like right now, all I have access to is a few equip items, and I'm not a big fan of magic uses. So, you know, you just have to kind of go with that stuff. You have to go with your gut. You have to decide what style of play you want to go with. Now, if you're an all-out brawler and you're just thinking, alright, load them up with Book of Secret Arts, legendary swords, and all that fun jazz, that's your prerogative. You can go right ahead and do that. You know, I'm not sitting here trying to tell anyone who's watching my videos, which there's only like 5, so it's not a huge fan base whatsoever. But I'm still, out of those 5 people, I'm not trying to tell you how to play this game. I'm just simply showing you if you're stuck on a level, or you're stuck on a way to play, or maybe you're not really sure how to get past certain people, or how I deal with certain enemies or certain levels. This is how I do it. This is how I get by, you know. So just a little bit of fun trivia information there. I guess not trivia, just information. And Beast of Gilfer really does suck. Let's blue medicine up, because clearly we're not going to be able to do much more. Let's just attack Blackland Fire Dragon, hopefully kill him with the Horn Imp by the end of it. Unless, between Shredder and a Giga Saint Fire, I'm not sure. Oh, no, we got lucky there, because Giga Saint Fire could have potentially killed the Horn Imp there. But we will kill the Blackland Fire Dragon, who is their healer, and we'll move on. And unfortunately for everyone watching, this is Friday night, so Friday night for me is my most... this and Saturday are usually my biggest drinking nights, so I'm about... case in to a case of beer. So if I stutter, unfortunately it does happen when I record, but of course I can't yeah, blue medicine there, but it's not a huge deal because Blackland Fire Dragon is dead, so not a huge deal. Yeah, as I was saying, if I stutter or something, unfortunately I do drink on the weekends. Hence the whole reason for behind the bar reviews is if we have a bar, we are drinkers in this family. It's not a huge, there's no alcoholics that I know of in this family or anything like that. It's just one of those things where we do have a bar and we do enjoy a drink, on the weekend type deal. So yeah, so that was the whole thing from behind the bar review, something a little more unique to bring to the anime manga community. And at the same time, unfortunately, I don't have a whole lot of time to record. There's a lot of interruptions in this house because clearly I still do not live on my own. I'm hoping to change that next year. It's December right now. I'm hoping to change that in the following year. That'd be great. But yeah, so my point in saying all this is that I don't have a whole lot of time to record, so when I do get the opportunity, I take it, whether it's a behind the bar review or and behind the bar review, I try to book the basement. I try to book the bar on Mondays, and I'm kind of like, okay, I need it on the Mondays, for about an hour to record, because recording is very much trial and error with me. I'm not very good at it. I'm not good at being in front of a camera and things like that, so but basically, if you take that into consideration here, I'm just trying to record when I can, and a lot of the time that's limited, so it just so happens that I had it's now about 9 o'clock at night, and I've been drinking most of the afternoon, evening type deal. So, but I had an opportunity here. The house is empty right now, or mostly empty, I should say. Some people came home earlier. That's the reason. Anytime you see a cut in my video, anytime you see a cut in my gameplay, it's simply a fade in and fade out because of someone comes down the stairs, and I let go of the keyboard and I stop playing. I stop playing altogether because I know that I'm going to be interrupted and there's going to be noise in the background. So instead, I just decided to opt for a fade in, fade out. You don't miss any gameplay. You don't miss any moves. It's just the music doesn't sync up very well. Neither does the animation. But I'm not worried about that so much. I mean, no one's going to criticize me for that. Some people would, if I was more popular, if I had something like 100,000 subscribers or 10,000 subscribers, I'm sure there would be people on there being like, why did you cut away here? Did you actually fail? Something like that. But anyways. What? They're already here. Well, go get them. Protect me from these rebels. And I clearly just realized I totally changed that dude's voice. At Sensu? Apologize for that, but not keeping consistency with that one. So they all have a fair amount of health. Let's just attack Launcher Spider, because Launcher Spider was like the go-to. Back in the days, back in my day anyway, on the schoolyard, Launcher Spider was kind of the go-to. The reason Launcher Spider was the go-to monster: high attack points, good defense points, low star rating, well, not low star rating, but good star rating, and he was common. He was a common card. I mean, if you had a Serpent Knight Dragon like I did, it was like, yeah, I have Serpent Knight Dragon. Yeah, he still got beat by a Launcher Spider. One machine factory and it was done. Like these kind of things do happen, and it's unfortunate, but what are you really gonna do? Launcher Spider was the bane of most kids in the schoolyard because everyone had one. It was just a waiting time until who played the Launcher Spider, because a lot of kids couldn't afford the Cap Starter deck, but grabbing a few $5 booster packs wasn't a big deal for parents. It was one of those type of things. So that's my rant about that. I'm done ranting about the Launcher Spider, but I would never use a Launcher Spider in my deck because of the traumatic That's the word I'm looking for. I was thinking of traumatized, but the traumatic experience that Launchers Party gave me on the school. And it gave a lot of other kids that too. I mean, you know, I remember the one kid that had a tri-horned dragon from the legendary Legend of the Blue Eyes White Dragon set. And he had a tri-horn and he had 2 Exodia pieces. And we were thinking, oh God, we're going to get our ass kicked. He never ended up summoning the damn thing because the damn thing was so many stars. And if you beat all his other weak cards, you were fine. You know, that's just the way the game was played, right? So, yeah, that's a little tidbit of how I played Yu-Gi-Oh back in the day, which was actually on a bench. It was actually a bench where you used to play soccer, baseball, or what do they call it, kickball in America. There was a little baseball field, a small elementary school, and you used to play on the 2 benches they had on the sand. Because it was a flat surface and you could play your cards there. Damaged so many cards that way. Really did. Alright, so clearly I haven't been really commentating too much on the actual gameplay, and I apologize for that. We're about to beat out Harpy's pet dragon here with a attack from Summon Skull with Dark Lightning. But I mean I can commentate this like play-by-play like an NFL commentator or something like that. But at the end of the day, really, I mean, you guys are seeing what's going on. I mean, it's not like we're missing out. These are just fodder marshals. It's nothing big. I mean, if it was something significant, like there will be a matchup against 2 Barrel Dragons and a Cosmo Queen, and I believe Master Scott, is the one in control of those. I believe that's in a couple levels. It definitely is in the Yugi campaign, and that's a harder level. They have defensive forts and all that. It's much more strategy. This level isn't so much with strategy. It's just basically run at the enemy and kill them. You know, if you have the power to do it, you're fine, which we clearly do. So let's stop you from going to that fortress. And the reason I stop these guys from going to the fortress is that I want to take over this city, and then I want to go get Sangha of Thunder, which I actually probably could do with Tristan. Let's try. Either way, whoever gets there first. I do want Sangha of Thunder because I want to use Gate Guardian, if not in this playthrough, in one of the playthroughs, whether it's Kaiba. I forget. I believe we don't get Kazijin until the Joey campaign, so that would really suck. I won't get actual access to Gate Guardian until I've actually beaten the game twice. So that would really suck. But, you know, it does happen. It's, you know, not a huge deal. I just really would have liked to have used, let's go across there, to have used Gate Guardian in this playthrough specifically, or at least in Kaiba's, but I'm pretty sure we will get Suijin in the Yugi campaign, and we also get Sangha of Thunder. But I don't believe we get Kazijin in Kaiba. I know we don't get it in Yugi's, so yeah, it's really gonna suck. And I know what you're all thinking, like, why are you doing it this way to get Sangha of Thunder? Because Sangha of Thunder is directly west of this town we took over. That's the whole reason I sent Joey there, and originally I thought he'd be much faster at this. Clearly Gazelle is done there. Let's just send him over here. Maybe one of them's got to get lucky here. Someone's got to get lucky and hit Sangha of Thunder. Because I do know he's in the mountains here somewhere. There we go. Attacked by roaming monsters, and it's actually Tristan who found him. And it's not really directly west, but that's the way I always remember it. But this actually works out very easily because with only that much health, even at level 40, Celtic Guardian with his amount of legendary swords will clearly win this battle. And Beast Fangs on everybody else, so we've already dropped him below half with that alone. So he's gonna go on guard, but we can break through that guard, I'm fairly confident. 1 damage, but now we're into Wild Sonic Storm at full damage, because that's the thing about Yu-Gi-Oh! Falsebound Kingdom. Once you break through the guard, they're no longer guarding. It's not about continually keeping up your guard, it's the percentage of damage taken. So we clearly won that, no question. And now we have Songa of Thunder, who we will use. I don't know who we'll replace yet, but we're going to use him probably, I hate to say it, but Hornimp. Hornimp has lived out his days, and it's kind of time. It's time. Or maybe we'll just get rid of Curse of Dragon. I don't know. Curse of Dragon would be great because Gaia the Dragon Champion. Yeah. So let's just let's finish up this with the Dark Magician. You know, this level is filled with enemies, but then all of a sudden becomes lackluster because at the end the boss is very easy, and the initial monsters, if you play it smart, aren't that difficult, and it just kind of makes for a poor challenge. It really does. So now we're going to use Dark Magic attack on Machine Cutter, but it misses. Oh, damn. Well then, let's attack Machine Cutter with that Dark Lightning from Summoned Skull, which should do quite a bit of damage, which it does. We are going to use a Blue Medicine on Dark Magician just to make sure that the Dark Magician stays alive. And of course, I will be converting a Dark Magician to a Magician of Black Chaos because I love Magician of Black Chaos. I also love Black Luster Soldier, but I'm considering using Curse of Dragon and Gaia and the Fierce Knight in a Polymerization team. And I never do that because I always love having Black Luster Soldier. So this time I'm going to do it the opposite way. So this time Dark Magic connected and did 600 damage, which is so good, but as I said before, Magician of Black Chaos would do better. Which is why we are going to definitely use Magician of Black Chaos. We will replace Blackland Fire Dragon with Magician of Black Chaos, and we will have Dark Magician Girl replace Dark Magician. So we can use their Dark Burning Magic attack, their Z special, when they're together. So we take a flamethrower attack from this thing. It's not really going to do enough, near enough to anything. 166. Dark Magician, if this connects, it's game over. And it does connect, so game over clearly, 581 damage. And now we have won. We have won the Break Free campaign mission. And Summoned Skull and Dark Magician both level up. Blackland is still sitting there at level 28 going, I'm the strongest one, so I don't really care. Alrighty. So we got 845 gold, no items. Thank you guys so much for watching the episode of Break Free of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Falsebound Kingdom Let's Play with Griever. It's always very much appreciated. Every view, every comment, every message, anything that I get in a positive light, even dislikes, because then at least I know people are watching my video. I mean, to dislike it, you have had to have clicked it, and by clicking it, you're giving me a view. And even if you dislike it right away just to be a troll or something, you've still given me a view. And even if you don't like the way I do my videos, at least I hope that you will give me some constructive criticism on why you didn't like it and what I can change. I'm always open for that, guys. Please always know that I'm open to hearing about how I can improve. If I should talk more, less, I should focus on this and less on that, anything, any constructive criticism, even said in a negative aspect, will always help me. So anyways, until next time, guys, for the next part of Yu-Gi-Oh! Let's Play here. This will be Griever, and we will see you next time.